areas on the main floor, but there's a newer second-story loft that must have been added on after the fact, which now holds a storage area and an entertainment room. It's where I used to bring my friends to hang out. But I haven't touched the second floor since the day I moved. Walking from Elliot's room, I wait until I'm out in the hall to turn on the flashlight I've brought, keeping the beam away from the windows. The hall and the living room look much the same as when I last lived here, 6 months ago. Except all the photos of us have been hidden away. There must have been a showing recently, because someone has finally closed the kitchen cabinets. But I smile, picturing a family standing at the edge of the kitchen, seeing all the empty cabinets swung open in an eerie formation, imagining the chill making its way up their backs. I don't believe in ghosts, but it helps that other people do. This time, I decide to mess with everything on the walls. I tip the paintings so they hang at odd angles, and I take a few off the walls, laying them haphazardly along the floor, so they look like they were knocked down in a rush. I stand back to assess the room. The whole effect is vaguely unsettling, which is kind of the point. The air feels cool against the sweat on my legs, and I drink the water from the kitchen sink and use the bathroom attached to my room, which is nearly empty, as everything of value to me, including the furniture, has been relocated to Joe's. In the distance, standing near the window of Elliot's room, I hear a voice, even some laughter. I quickly turn off the flashlight and crouch below the window. I already know who it is. Marco, Lydia, and Sutton, probably. I should be annoyed that they still use the land beyond our house to meet up. I should probably feel some sense of propriety, or betrayal. I should want to know why they're here on a Friday night, without me. Mostly, though, I just want them to go. But it's too late. I hear gravel kicking up as someone jogs toward the house. I peek out between the curtains, see a shadow near the detached garage behind the house. I can tell it's Marco from the way he stands with his hands in his pockets, and the way his hair, which I used to love to run my fingers through, sticks up at odd angles. "Kennedy," he calls, his voice unsure. He takes a step closer, but not too close. When I don't answer, he rocks back and forth on his heels and drags the side of his foot through the dirt. He takes a tentative step forward and then back before looking up at the sky as he turns around. He stops moving. "Come on," he calls, turning back to the house. "I saw the light. I see your bike. I know you're in there." I watch as he shifts from foot to foot. "I'll just wait you out," he adds. But he won't. He also won't try to come in. He hasn't even crossed into the yard. Marco spends what feels like an eternity hovering around the garage, standing beside it, sitting in the dirt, standing again. "Kennedy!" He finally shouts, drawing out each syllable and tilting his head back like he's a wolf and I am the moon. And I wonder if maybe he's drunk. The voices nearby stop. "I'm sorry," he adds. And that's how I know he must be drunk. The words come 6 months too late. He eventually walks back toward the voice.